Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. The media tells us of old people doing amazing things. For example, it tells anecdotes from Encore.org about people who, in their golden years, transform countless lives, usually with some Help the Poor initiative. But the vast majority of older people reading such stuff are unlikely to be inspired to do the same. They're more likely to feel inferior, guilty for having realistically assessed that success at that is too unlikely to justify expending their waning physical and mental capabilities to try for a last hurrah, to not go gentle into the good night, to save the best for last. Feeling the inexorable slide accelerate, such people decide that it's wise to give up the battle. After struggling in life's boxing match for 9 rounds, now weaker, they realize it's foolish to come out for a 10th against a younger, far stronger opponent. So in the real world, not the media concocted world, most older people wisely lay down the sword and retreat to their garden, figuratively and often literally. Even if they live in an apartment, they tend their plants, they find solace in the miracle of growth. It's a welcome change from the indignities of the rat race. Ignored emails, sabotaged efforts, a stupid or at least unwise younger boss. Especially when a likely terminal disease hits, even if it's something that won't kill for a decade or more, like early cardiovascular disease. Gardening, and things like it, are comforting reminders of the cycle of life. My former classroom aide, Peggy Hansen, when she had end-stage cancer, amid horrific pain that could not be cut by morphine, she found the will to do few things, but tending her houseplants was one. 2 decades ago, I contacted one of my favorite professors, Reed Tuddenham, who had retired, and I asked what he's doing with his time. His answer? Staying ahead of the weeds. I was surprised. Why would a brilliant guy, still in his 60s, waste his precious remaining heartbeats? I now understand. His chances of making a difference relative to the effort required had diminished to the point where staying ahead of the weeds was an understandable choice. Readers of this blog, or at least in this case, listening to this, know that I haven't yet reached that stage. I continue to give these little talks on YouTube very frequently, and I post on Psychology Today every day or 3. All that on top of my career counseling practice and my radio program. But for the first time, I can envision a time when I'll say that my contributions relative to the slings, arrow, and silence I've received aren't worth it. I offer this to you in hopes that other older people will replace feelings of guilt perpetrated by media cherry-picking with an acceptance that it's okay to just tend your garden. In any event, I do thank you for watching. Welcome your thumbs up or thumbs down you see appropriate, hitting the share button on your social media or subscribing to my channel. In any event, I do appreciate you watching. I'm Marty Nemko.